Hey, Lazaria, can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Sorry, I'm trying to set this up. I don't mean to make you seasick. Trying to get the Wi-Fi at this hotel. Suzanne Burrows, hello from Ritzville, Washington. Hello, Miss Suzanne. Hope you guys are doing well in Washington. Sorry, I'm trying to get this iPad online. No Kelsey. I'm sorry, Miss Gloria. No Kelsey tonight. I'm working on the road, so I've been traveling. I apologize if I'm Seth. What's going on, buddy? Apologize if I'm not ignoring y'all. I just gotta set this internet up. Sorry. Trying to get this set up good. Let's see. Is it cold where you're at, Seth? Miss Susan, I bet it's cold where you're at. Lazaria, you might be good. You get the good weather. Let's see, 307. Sorry, I agree. Well, how many things you got agreed to get Wi-Fi in here? Ridiculous. Connect. Sorry. All right. It's like 35, 36. Yeah, it's been cold at home. I'm in Arkansas right now, so it's cold here too. About the same weather as y'all and us. All right, I'm online. Just got to pull up this chat here so it's easier to look at. Okay, let me just pull this live up here. 1 second. Well, how do I do this here? Let's see. Sorry guys, I feel bad trying to get this on here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try turning it. Let's see here. All right, there it is. There I am. Hey Josh. Hey Josh. See it myself. Hey. Hope the neighbors don't mind that noise, y'all. That was probably loud. All right, let me pull this chat up here. I promise I'll be right with you. All right. Ritzville, not much, 35. Cold and frosty, Suzanne, I bet. Miss Gloria, where are you from again? Let me back up. I'm up in y'all's business, I think. I'm so close. All right. Even if it's cold, I'm bundled up in bed. You're like Kelsey. She'll be complaining in August that she's cold or that she's hot, but either way, she still has the same blanket on her. She'll be bundled up in August on the couch, and she'll tell me it's hot. And I say, well, take some layers off of you. Good night. Notice the orange. Yep, I was going to show you that. That's the chair right there. Could be in Josh's. Well, it won't be in my living room. She ruined my dream. Is the volume good on this? I got my mic on, so I don't have to talk as loud. The little thing likes to flop over. Sorry, probably muffling y'all. Well, how'd you guys like the last episode or today's episode? That one it was fun to film. You could hear a lot of the chattering and the funny comments. I forgot I have a mic on and I'm drinking. Darn it. That was pretty good. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That one it was interesting because you could tell there was a lot of spirits around. It felt like you're on stage and there's people. That's how it felt that day. Just like a lot of spirits just hanging out, just watching the show. Sad, but thanks for speaking to Willie. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, when we saw Orphan, I thought, I don't know, I just felt a pull to talk to him, and Kelsey did too. Kind of the same way with The Bridge, because when we filmed the Bridge video, we had that wasn't our initial plan. We had a whole filming schedule, and the weather went wacky, and we last minute we were both like, let's go to The Bridge. I just felt a powerful pull. I missed it. I'll have to go back and watch. You'll enjoy it, Miss Gloria. I think you will. If you enjoyed the last one, you'll like this one. Not as sad, a little different kind of sad, I guess. I said Everett was his friend, and it showed a few Everetts in the cemetery. Yeah, yeah. But here's what's got me, y'all. I'll be honest. The girl from Texas. That was so clear, so plain, and when she was speaking to us, she definitely wanted to hear it for sure. She wanted us to hear what she had to say for sure. It'll be interesting when y'all get back there if y'all might catch Willie playing with his pinwheel. Oh yeah, I'll have Willie do a little spin for us if he wants to. Should I try Willie to Stephen the Should I try Willie to Stephen the young Civil War's unmarked guy? Should I try Willie? I don't know what you mean by that, Miss Susan. Should I try to Stephen the okay? Oh, if you let me know what you was talking about there. I think I got you though. No, not Eve. Zaria, the girl from Texas. We thought her name, I believe, might have been Sarah, but we weren't sure. But she came through. You heard it on the video, and she, she said someone else. I don't know if it was Steven or someone that brought the girl with them, but they did say the girl, and it says you both met in Texas, clear as day. And yeah, I was just, when I heard that, I heard it there, but I wasn't exactly sure. But when I went back and listened and it said that, and then she said she's checking in and she's in peace and she thanked us, it was interesting because we've had other spirits come through from other places, but never like that, just to tell us she's checking in, just making sure we knew she's at peace. That was interesting. That was incredible. Let's see. I should try. All my typing should introduce Willie and Steve. Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. I should have asked him. I'll go back and ask. We had questions lined out. When I do those, I try not to ask about other people or talk about other people. Just try to keep it on them, which is hard for me because if it's on my head, I gotta get it out. It gets me in trouble sometimes. But yeah, it was it would be neat to try to do that and just see if they know each other or just introduce them. There's also another Steve there. He's 14 as well. He passed in the 70s, 1977, I think. And yeah, he was the first spirit that came and introduced himself like a young man. Just came right up to us and said, "Hi, Josh." Told us he protects the children, and it was interesting. I should try to introduce those two. They're the same age. Soul Seeker, Lady of Defense. Hi, Josh. How you doing, Soul Seeker? Are you the okay Soul Seeker? I think there's two Soul Seekers. Could you tell me your name? I'm sorry, Miss Terry. How you doing, Miss Terry? Did you have a good trip back? Did you ride you said the ferry? Not that you didn't bring the tooth fairy back, but you took a ferry home. I think you said that. Should I try? I noticed something interesting at one point. Someone said that God had been made aware. I know of what you did, Kelsey, have done for the resting. I know, Seth. They've said that a couple times, um, but that was very clear. Yeah, I was. When you hear those, you're just like, wow, that's powerful. That's a powerful statement. I don't care who you are. That'll make you go, wow. Brandy, I'm good. Brandy, how you doing? I'm just chilling in Arkansas. I'm working on the road, and I try to go live when I'm on the road. It's late night. Yeah, it gives anyone pause. Yeah, for sure. When you hear those type of responses, it's just like, even if you're whatever it's a religious thing or whatever, not religious or whatever, it just has to pause you. I mean, those are responses that you don't normally hear. You know what I mean? I took a ferry, a bus, a SkyTrain, and an Amtrak. SkyTrain. I'm sorry. What's a SkyTrain? Like a what are they called? They got it at like Disney World. Amwell, Tramwell. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Amtrak. It's like an Amtrak, Miss Terry. Oh yeah, you're in Kansas City. Yeah, yeah. I'm in more central eastern Arkansas area. I guess so. I'll probably 4 hours from you, maybe. Don't tempt me, Brandy. I'll come up here and get some good Kansas City barbecue. Not to mention how often you hear, no matter where y'all are, the start right off saying you're gonna pray. That's wild, Seth. It really is. I never thought we would go somewhere, and I turn on the box, and they're asking us if we'll pray for them. Um, I never thought this. I didn't never really thought it would be like that, you know. And we've heard these type of responses even before we were filming, but not as much. I guess because now we film more, so maybe they're more in tune with us and know about us. Eating enchiladas on the lake night. Nice. That sounds good. I found this little diner place. It was pretty good. Terry, you make it. That was too fast. Terry, you make it Cedro Woolley. Cedro Woolley. I don't know who that is. I feel like I'm whispering, so hopefully you guys can hear me good. I got neighbors over there. I don't want to be that guy. Hole in the wall diner, brother. Oh yeah, that's the best kind, Seth. That's the best when you put your elbows down and they slide on the table like that. Might be a little dirty, little greasy table, but you know it's got good flavor. You know it's gonna be good. I just had to cut back on eating in those places. My daughter-in-law is sweet. Oh, good. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like her. Ain't nothing, Miss Terry. I don't think there'd be nothing like getting a son or daughter-in-law and then you don't like them. That would stink. Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany, what's going on? Hey, you guys think that Tiffany and us should do a joint live together? Can we get a thumbs up if we should do a live? Not now, but I mean later. Kelsey and I and her were talking about doing a live. They seem very happy. Tiffany, you got the socks on? You rocking the socks today? One of them? Tiffany, for Derby time, I might send you some Derby socks. You got to represent some Kentucky. May's Derby time. I might have to send you some Derby socks. Work socks. You got them black ones on with the. I know you're in your security uniform. I picture those black slacks with those black New Balance shoes, some black tube socks. You ready to fight crime, Tiff? You ready to fight some crime? I'm sorry. Um, Soul Seeker, Lady of Defense. Did you have a Did you have a different screen name before? I think someone named Soul Seeker was in Texas as well. KFC socks be fun. Oh, you got KFC socks? That's cool. Got the Colonel on there. The shoe's definitely waterproof. Oh yeah. When you're out there chasing down a bad guy, okay, you got to run through a puddle. You want to know that your feet will stay dry. Annabelle at the holster so she can put her fake smoke cigarettes. Hi everyone, I didn't mean to be rude. I didn't think you was rude. Did you say something rude? I didn't think you did. Seth, my nickname is Knuckles, okay? Just Soul Seeker, then Oh, okay. Okay, Spider Queen. I got you now. I thought you was just changed your name, but you know you see different people, and a lot of them will have similar names, so you get confused. Yes, I'm in Texas. Okay. All right. I think you're near the area that we were in. I think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Uh, yeah, so we have the next few are going to be really interesting. I'll give you a little hint on one. I won't tell you when it's coming because I'm not sure yet. But we went to a old potter's field that's sunk. It's sunken underground. So, and it's in a part of an old cemetery in Middle Tennessee. And part of it's like an old historic side, but the back part was a potter's field for folks, white folks, black folks. It didn't matter if you didn't have money or you are poor, you know, homeless or something. They would just throw you in there and bury you. Um, and over time, it settled, just sunk into the ground. And now the whole potter's field's gone. I believe they have a new one, but the old original one sunk into the ground. So yeah, you're gonna enjoy that one for sure. That was an interesting one. Let's see what we got here. I'll need my comment reader. She keeps me up to date. So Josh, is it too late in Arkansas for food delivery? Judy sent my daughter out on Carl's Jr. run. No, I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't know what's around here that's open. Maybe Waffle House. But I trying to eat a little better. Uh, so or not really better, just less, I guess. So yeah, I can't do no late night runs, but I am tempted now. Now you got me tempted. I accidentally fasted on accident. Like I do like the intermittent fasting. That works great for us, but I didn't have time to eat lunch today. I was trying to had a certain time frame. I had to be at a certain location, so I was driving, and I realized I didn't eat. And then when I was hungry, I still couldn't eat. I went 32 hours straight without eating. I know people fast longer than that, but I didn't intentionally fast that long. 30 hours, I was hungry. My stomach was touching my backbone. I was so hungry. My ribs were fighting, y'all. They was fighting. Let's see. Can we, Becca? Yes, I'm in Texas. Tiff, that does fit. You know, Carl's Jr., Seth, I ain't been a Carl's Jr. in forever. I like Whataburger. If I do fast food, there's a Whataburger around, I'll do that. Part of our country's dark past. Yep. Can we add emoji for our names? I should put a detective in the front of my name one day. You should, Lazaria. You should. You gotta get you a custom badge, detective badge, with the cat. Let's see. Where am I at? Part of the country's dark past. Yeah. Krim, I just clicked on your name, so if something happens, I apologize. I think we're good, though. I'm surprised a lot of y'all are awake. It's only 10 p.m. here in Oakland. What time is it here? Oh, yeah. The night's still young, Krim. You could be out on the town. You could be out at the club. I'm just kidding. Oh, smothered, covered, something else. Scattered, smothered, covered. And I think there is another one I can't remember. Kelsey's not a fan of Waffle House, so I only go those places when I'm road tripping by myself. Watch out for the Arkansas police. And they get you, too. I got a buddy that's an Arkansas state trooper. Let's see, watch out. They do. My favorite show is On Patrol Live, and they're on there all the time showing clips. Addison Grave, I would love y'all to come and do a spirit box session. 4 children killed by natives back in 1800s. Wow. Yeah, that would be interesting. I want to learn more about Native American, just spiritually. And I'll be honest. So I know everyone says, "Oh, I'm part Native. I got a little Native in me." A lot of people do. But like I'm actually, my grandmother was half Pawnee and my grandfather was half Cherokee. I'm sorry, he was full Cherokee. He married a Pawnee girl, which was kind of against the rules back in the day, from what I was told. But I didn't get to really learn a lot about the Native American, how spiritual side, how they do things. So I want to learn about that. But I think it'd be neat to do a Native American conversation. Actually, I want to talk to Abraham Lincoln's grandfather. He's buried not far from where we live, maybe 45 minutes or so. And he was, they say he was killed by a native man. That's been the story for all them years. So I always wondered that. Let's see, Krim, you're not by the fires. You're up near Lazaria, right? Oh yeah, Oakland's like middle or upper San Francisco area, I think, right? I haven't seen that age in years. Oh, those were the days. My family is all buried in Tacoma, 300 miles away. No one visits. So I've adopted him and take. Oh wow, that's kind, Miss Susan. That's kind of you to do that. One day, you cross the rainbow, you get up there, and that little baby's gonna be there waiting on you. Hi, Josh. That would be awesome. Joanna, how you doing? I don't know what would be awesome. Let me go back. Oh, you're talking about the conversation I was talking about. Yeah. Miss Joanna, what time is it in Wisconsin? Central time, right? Was it like 11, 12? I hope your mom's doing well, Miss Joanna. No clubbing for me. I did that too much before. Should have been doing it. Yeah, me too. I literally just had a conversation with somebody like 2 hours ago about that. And I don't miss those days either. Feeling rough for a few days. So Tiff, you work all night, or you get off at like 2 or 3? Yes, Terry, I'm in the middle, right where I-90 and Highway 395 meet. Oh yeah, I know right where that's at. Yeah, tomorrow if you go down there, I'll meet you down there. Just kidding, Miss Susan. Don't show up because I won't be there. Yep, we Bay Area chicks. All right. I've been to San Francisco. Never been to the Oak. Well, I think actually on the highway. We drove past the stadium. That was about it. I lived in Skagit Valley for 12 years. You guys know where, it's close to Seattle. Bainbridge Island? Kelsey's uncle lives there. He's got a really nice house out there. I'm almost off in a few hours. I'm tired. Did you have to whip anybody today, Tiff? You tired? You didn't put it on nobody, did you? No, right? I can't hang anymore. No. I would have been dying for those next week after. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't drink anymore. Just, I feel, I hate the feeling, so I don't, but I'm like 7 minutes away from the stadium. Oh, I probably drove past your house, Graham. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Y'all got a problem. It's traffic. There's a big traffic problem there. I remember that. That was the first, what's that burger chain? In-N-Out. That was the first time I ever had In-N-Out was in San Francisco. I didn't care for those fries, though. I saw Bigfoot Museum in Washington. I heard about a Bigfoot museum. I saw they got one in Oregon near Bend, Oregon. Yeah, you know that's right. You deal with that every day, I'm sure. That's like Atlanta every day. Well, Dalen knows about that Atlanta traffic. If I go through Atlanta, it's on the highway at night. Because like when we traveled to see Kelsey's dad in Florida, we usually stop near Macon, just drive down there and then get a room. But we always pass after the traffic. So we get off work and everything, then drive halfway down to beat the traffic. Well, I drive, Kelsey sleeps. 5 minutes into the ride, she's out. Joanna, you're awake. Right, I want to go squatching. I'll go with you, Sal. I'll go out there with you. Go squatching. You ever watch that show, Mountain Monsters? I think it's on Discovery, maybe. Joanna, you're awake. Sorry, I'm boring tonight, y'all. I'm just hanging out. It's been a long day. I'll tell you something weird, though. As soon as I pulled into Arkansas, I crossed the state line, my eyes started burning. Apparently, there's brush fire going on nearby. That's what the hotel guy told me. And usually smoke don't mess with me, but for some reason, my eyes are on fire tonight. Yeah, Joanne, you go squatching with us. Not in Wisconsin, though. That's cold. I don't want to go through the snow, but it would be easier to find Bigfoot in the snow. That big old foot he's got in the snow. It's almost cheating. That'd be awesome, Seth. I would go. I got a question. Any of y'all listen to podcasts? The one called Crime Junkie? Any crime junkies in here? We'll go a large pile of mystery detective books to enjoy from the library. Nice. Nice. Lazaria, I'm jealous of you and Kelsey because y'all can read. Y'all can just sit and read. Kelsey would just knock out a book in a weekend. I'm about 2 minutes into a book and my brain I'm thinking about what I did 5 years ago on a Tuesday night for supper. I mean, I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. Guys, okay, I'm going to do this thinking of Bigfoot. Okay, there's a couple on YouTube that do a Bigfoot hunting. Their channel name is Hellbent Holler. I'll check them out. I ain't seen that one either. I'm the same way. Actually, I think we might try to go to Texas this summer. I'm thinking. Because I have some friends and stuff down there, some family near the area, the Dallas area. So we thought about going down there. I can't promise the time, but I'd probably say end of summer maybe. I'd say so. Didn't y'all hear some guys died searching for Sasquatch? I'm sure a few fellas and gals went missing looking for Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot is like you think he's just like spiritual, like a like paranormal type creature, or you think he could be related to like a whatever? What's that? What's his name? Chewbacca. Could it be in that family? I don't know what Chewbacca was, but they're similar. Yeah, it'd probably be summer to fall, somewhere around there. Summer's a busy time for us. Um, because I usually end up having to work a little more on the road, and then we usually got some trips planned. Um, so yeah, yeah, but yeah, usually I'd say summertime, towards the end of summer, kind of slows down for. That's when we went last year. And that was the first time I'd been to Texas in a couple years. Kelsey hadn't spent much time in Texas, but I love Texas, and she liked it too. So we're definitely gonna go back. And I love to do that conversation. So you'll definitely know when we do, because I'll announce it, because we'll probably be looking for filming sites too. So you'll have to tag along with us. My son lives north of Dallas in Sherman. I know right where Sherman's at. I spent a lot of time in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. I'm here now. Let's see. My son lives in North Dallas and Sherman. Maybe I can visit him and connect with. Yeah, heck yeah. Sounds good. Were you the one that told us to do a conversation in Texas about the baby doctor that was, well, taking babies' lives? I don't know if a nice way to say that, but there was a doctor that killed several, and she was up for parole or something. They said they were 150 miles from Portland. I can't believe it. I think of Native American or Bigfoot, skunk, ape, hairy man, and so on. Native near all something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you. So if you guys listen to that podcast, we did two podcasts, and she asked about Bigfoot, and I only thing I ever had experience wise was me and my brother was in Alabama. We were like 12 maybe or younger. I don't remember. We went down to get some towels or pillows or something at the main office. My dad sent us down there. It's like midnight. We get down there and it's woods across the street. It's real dark, and we go down there get the pillows. We're coming back up, and you could hear like something just heavy, like the woods was alive, just shaking, and it sounded like it was running. Well, I turn around and look. As soon as I look, something darts in the woods. I don't know if Bigfoot or not. I don't know. That's just something they say. They say around there that they see a Bigfoot-like creature. So I just remember that. I was scared to death. And then one time we were hiking in Red River Gorge in Kentucky. A lot of people say they see Bigfoot around there. We didn't see no Bigfoot, but we smelled the worst smell. It was like rotting garbage. And they say that's what happens when Bigfoot's near. I don't know. That's all I got on Bigfoot, though. Josh, my mom wanted me to tell you and Kelsey hello. She hopes all your adventures are blessed. Well, thank you, Miss Joy. You tell her we said hi, and we appreciate her support. And then I'll give her a little internet hug, little virtual hug there. I ain't going to look at no Sasquatch. When I was young, I used to go hunting with my grandpa, and he had me spooked every time. Oh yeah, those hunting stories of your grandpa. They used to play pranks on me. They'd play pranks on me. And now when I go hunting, I try to take Kelsey with me, but she's afraid I'm gonna play pranks on her. Let's see. Yeah, she was caught in Kerrville. Kerrville, yeah. Okay, that was. Okay, I'm so sorry. And I know your first name. I won't say it because you might not want it said on here, but now I know exactly who you. I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. I believe they migrate too. So you think like they move like birds, like north to south, in the winter or summer? And I always wonder how do they travel? I wouldn't go in the woods alone. I can't. No, I've seen too many horror movies and books. Grim, the woods can, the woods can be creepy at night sometimes, especially like when you're in the hills. There's places I won't go. I don't really scare easy. I try to keep a brave face, but there's places around the hills and hollers of Kentucky and Tennessee, North Georgia. I've been around and I don't care for multiple reasons. But crime, you're in a little middle of a group. You're okay. Yes, Seth. She'd come with us. She'd come from California. I'll meet you in Oklahoma. We'll go Sasquatch hunting. And on the way, I'll pick up Miss Joanna. I'll swing by, grab you from Wisconsin, Joanna. Oh yeah, Grandpa was a prankster too, and my uncles were even worse. Oh yeah, yeah. You probably grew up like I grew up a little bit, Miss Brandy. Well, that's probably where I get my humor from. Kelsey says I get my humor from my grandpa, my great grandpa. If y'all only, if y'all only knew the pranks that my pawpaw used to play on Kelsey when we first were dating. Josh, I think a lot of their movement is in caves. Yeah, yeah. I mean that would make sense because it's usually in places that would have caves. Like when you hear the stories, like the states, out west or in the south, it's usually like wooded or hilly areas that could have caves. Yeah, you might be onto something. Josh, I'm in Michigan. Why in the world do I think you're in? I've been thinking that for a month. I'm sorry. Well, I try to do a good job of keeping up where people's from, but now the more people we get, it gets harder and harder. So when I see your icon, your picture, then I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly who that is. Let's see, Josh, I'm in Michigan. There's several people in Michigan, actually. I like Michigan. They're just gonna find us crying, holding each other, burning say, no, Gloria, that skunk ape is in the south. They stink. That could have been what we smelt. Hey, it was rough. I was gagged. Y'all, I can see anything, but smells get to me. And yeah, that got me. Okay, let me ask you this, Seth, or anybody else that keep up, know about the dog man and Sasquatch. Have you heard of Goat Man in near Louisville, Kentucky? The reason why I ask you that because there's a bridge. I think there's a park, Beckley Park, I believe. It's a huge park, and it's on the east side of Louisville, so heading out of the city. And I think the town's called Fisherville, if I'm not mistaken. But, anyways, for I mean, it goes back. I have clients of mine that are in their 80s and 90s, and they would tell me stories about the Goat Man. But there's an old, huge train track with a huge bridge. I mean, it's probably I don't know how tall. It's tall, tall, but it's old now. But kids, teenagers, I mean, as recent as a few years ago, climb up. They climb up the top, and then they go and look for this Goat Man. And several teens have not made it. Um, then you get the stories like he threw them off or this or that, but usually people were with them would say that they slipped or fell. But it's taken several young lives. I mean, just as recent as a few years ago. And we thought about going out there and trying to do something out there. The only problem is it's in public, number one. Number two, those deaths were, some were pretty recent, and we've told you how we kind of feel about doing too recent, just out of respect. So we decided to stay away from there for now, but we might try to do a conversation or something over there, just to see. We have an old train tunnel. It is the Bat Cave. You can go at night and watch. No, I'll pass on the bats. Soul Seeker. I bet there are spirits though, for sure. But I don't mess with bats. I don't mess with bats, rats. I don't mess with neither one of them. You don't want to see me run like a big old chicken. Let a big rat come out in front of me. I'm out, y'all. I'm gone. Where Catwoman is, Batman's not far behind. That's true. That's wild, Josh. I need to look that up. Never heard of it. Yeah, look up Goatman, Louisville, Kentucky, or Goatman, Kentucky. There's a lot about it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anyone that's seen him personally. I just heard stories. But I have clients that are in their 90s, and they've told me that they used to look for him when they were little kids and stuff. Not Guy, but the thing. What about the flying thing in Virginia, West Virginia? I've heard about that. Are you talking about? I just dawned on me. I heard something somewhere in Kentucky. I don't know what year it was, but all this this sounds weird, but I think they said like meat, like salami or something, came down and was raining on people, like just come out of the sky. Now this is a story, but there's a documentary about it. I think it was bologna, something weird like that. It is a hot spot. Lots of people go to see the bat. Okay, they don't mess with me. That's good. I don't want to embarrass myself. Do you picture him like the guy from Narnia movie #1? That's one I ain't never seen. It's not. Oh wait, maybe I have seen it. It come out like 15 years ago. I think Kelsey, when we were dating, made me go see it. Josh, I emailed you a picture of Sasquatch Museum I saw. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you, Miss Terry. Flying salami, yeah, could be fun. I think it was salami. It was some kind of meat, and it was a mystery of how it happened. But it rained down like salami or something. Lazoria. I was uh I was telling Kelsey what you said earlier. I saw on the live. I was driving, so can't really talk when I'm driving. But I was reading a little bit of the chat at the stoplight, and I seen where you said there were several Millers there, and that's a name we get often. You guys have heard. I mean, but Millers came in at different locations. But I saw you said there were six, I believe, six different Millers. So we might try to do a conversation and figure out who it is. Okay, yeah, I'm scared of the bats too. I see them in my backyard when they come out and I'm done outside. I got chased on Halloween 2 years ago by a bat. I don't think he was chasing me, he was just flying, but it felt like he was chasing me. Oh, Josh, do you and Miss Kelsey go splunking? No, that's where you go hang. Is that the one you go down the dark holes? I'm too claustrophobic for that. Kelsey's done it though. She did it in Virginia with her friend of hers when she was in college. Yeah, splunking. Yeah, that's right. Is that the right one, Seth? Where they put you on a rope and you crawl down the holes. They lower you down or something. I get a little panicky when I get too claustrophobic there. See, there's a grave at the old Dover, Tennessee cemetery that has a mass Confederate grave. That would be another good one for y'all. The cemetery was established in the 1700s. So we did a couple Civil War, Confederate conversations, Union conversations. I think it was last year, but I think the longer we've been doing it, I think the more interactive things are getting. So I think it'd be good to go back. But yeah, we did a North video, a South video. We did a Confederate battlefield video there. I'll have to check that one out. Dover, Tennessee. There's so many in Kentucky and Tennessee. There's so many Confederate cemeteries and battlefields. I mean, I could just do a channel with Confederate War channel and Union channel. I mean, Civil War could be a whole channel around here. Not a fan of Americans, other fan members of American. Oh, y'all talking about cheese? We can't have one live without food. No, I'm just kidding. Half of it's usually my fault. I like American. It's not cheese, I know that. And I don't want to know what it is because it tastes good. If I have a burger, I want that on there. I don't like the fancy cheeses. Definitely not sharp cheddar. Sorry, I'm just butting in your cheese conversation. It's a bit cheesy, I understand, but when my son was young, they used to call a lake at night and take bait on the end of the fishing line trying to catch the bats. That was my only thing about night fishing was the bats. I love night fishing at night is my favorite, especially in the ocean, because you have no idea what's coming up. It's like a surprise. It's a shark. When we lived down in Florida, I used to go night fishing because I worked overnight, so on my days off, Kelsey'd sleep, so I would, I have a buddy I worked with at nights, and we were both off, so we'd go fishing. Or I went with Kelsey's dad some. He wasn't really a night fisherman, but I caught a fish called a cobia. It was a striped cobia, I think, cobia fish. It was the first thing I ever caught. That was fun, and that got me hooked on night fishing. We call American cheese peel and stick cheese. That's what it is. You make your little mask with the eyes and your little kid. We call it never molding cheese. That's true. That's true. That's true. There's a documentary about what's it? Where did I see that at recently? It was about American cheese. Kelsey hates American cheese. She only likes, she likes that fancy cheese, brie. But she likes pepper jack. She likes some other cheeses I can't pronounce. I'm a plain guy. I like 3 cheeses. They call it never molding cheese. Oh yeah, it's relaxing. Miss Suzanne, it's not a bad. Since Florida having more winter than normal, but kind of nice. Yeah, where you at? If you don't mind me asking, Miss Susan, you don't have to tell me the town. I'm just curious the area. We'll be down there next month. Kelsey's dad's birthday, and we'll go down there and hang out with him. Watch every year we go watch the Daytona 500 with them. Kind of a tradition. Kelsey and I used to go to the race, and for years we'd buy him tickets to go, and he never wanted to go. He just wanted to watch it at home, which I understand. So we just started watching it with him probably about 5 years ago. I think Terry cheese melts. Huge grilled cheese sandwich. Sounds amazing, Kelsey. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I just picture a grilled cheese. You had to say grilled cheese right now, Seth. I'm fighting the midnight hunger. Yep. The orange chair, y'all. The orange chair. and try to put it in my bag on the way out. Sorry I couldn't be home. I like food too much. 10:31. I'd like to eat after 10 p.m. Plus, I may be one. Are you babysitting tonight, Miss Lazaria? You have you have kids or you have nieces, nephews? I used to work at a bowling alley when I was young, and they had pepper jack fried cheese sticks. That'd be good. I like pepper jack. That's Kelsey's favorite, and she likes brie. And you know what's crazy, y'all? Sharp cheddar gives me a migraine headache. I cannot do sharp cheddar. Your episode with the young orphan was sweet. Thank you, Miss Susan. Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun one to do. I was telling them earlier. I don't know if you're in here or not, but when we were there, it felt like we were speaking to a crowd of folks. It was just a lot of people. It felt like, and they're just hanging out, watching. Come to find out, he brought some friends. So early rise, not tomorrow. Early wake up to sick nephews. I got you. Mom already watched them today. Can't take tomorrow off. Oh, you got the aunt duty, huh? Chili cheese fries. No, I got something better. Chili cheese fries. Yes, you should ask Kelsey about chili cheese fries. When we were dating, that's about all I ate. But I keep it healthy with a green tea and a boiled egg. Then we started dating, and she started bringing me lunch. I got to be a chemical they put in the sharp cheddar. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what it is. I can't do dark chocolate. Dark chocolate gives me a migraine. She thought I was full of it for years, and I went and got all these allergy tests, where they stick all the needles in you. I've done that twice, and each time, and I'm allergic to cigarette smoke too. I didn't stop my family growing up, but yeah, cigarettes. I just found you live, Josh. Yes, Miss Sherry, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm solo tonight. I'm at the hotel. Kelsey didn't kick me out. I'm traveling for work. I just I finished watching The Orphan. I'm good. I'm glad you got to finish it. It's great that he met his mom, and she's no longer said he was with his friends from the orphanage. Yeah, that was. And he said they brought him gifts. Some cried. That was neat. Uh, Apps download Necrometer or Sono Experience. I'm sorry, did I miss a comment asking about the app? I don't see it. Huh. Oh, what do I need to do to get to talk to this spirit? I would definitely, well, Lazari already got you. She already set you up. That's the ones we use too. I know people, I know some of y'all said you're getting used to the necrophonic. I didn't care for it at first. When I first saw it, or first heard it, I didn't care for it. And then we did a couple investigation. We did one in Texas with Dalen as a group at an old was like a brothel, hotel, motel type place. You guys saw that video, and I heard it there, and it was working great. So then, what was it? A month later, we're in Savannah at the Savannah Theater, and Miss Ronnie, a friend we met there, she's a supporter on the channel, and she had it, and it was just spot on, point on. I was like, oh man, we got to try it. And we got it, and now when you hear like loving, like peaceful responses, like when they're being kind, it makes it not as creepy for sure. Now we're starting to get used to it. Um, it's a lot easier to understand, but we still like to use the Sono. We like them both. It's just neat now we're getting some of the same responses and names from the Sono on the Necrophonic, and I was happy to hear that when we got those names. The Texas girl was so heartbreaking. Yeah, Miss Susan, do you remember? You remember that video we did in Texas? I think it was September. Um, it was that girl that came through that was had her life cut short. They found her on the side of the road, and the fact that she came through and told us that she was just checking in and let us know she's in peace and thank you, like she come in just to tell us that. That's powerful there for sure. Let's see, Josh, you're going to take that orange lounger with you this time. I'm going to try. I told her I'm going to put it in my bag, but I don't know if I brought a big enough bag. Ghost Tube, I've heard used. Yeah, Ghost Tube. So I have that one, and I've used it. We've used it in the background. You guys didn't know it. We've used it, and it works. I don't find it as accurate uh, as the other apps, though. But I haven't played with it too long. But someone told me there's a picture version where like the spirits can put pictures up of stuff. And I thought that might be cool, but my problem is I see too much stuff I want to try and then I get on something else. I don't want to do that. I just want to stick to what I know is working right now. We did get a couple new uh, devices though to check out, so you guys might see those soon. Oh yeah, I love that orange chair, Miss Brandy. It's so comfortable. It's comfortable. It's not Tennessee orange, but it's close. It'll pass. I told Kelsey we'll buy it and we can put new fabric on it because you definitely probably want new fabric. It's just a comfortable chair. Love the video y'all did where the spirits played music. Yeah, where you could hear the music. Okay, so let me ask y'all this that watched the video, today's video. Did you hear the clicking noise? It was like, or something like that. It was a clicking noise. I've never heard that noise before. And right after that noise, they mentioned singing. So I don't know if that was them trying to sing or what, but that was an interesting noise. Tara, Joanna, and Karen, I believe it works pretty good. Yeah, Krim, Spirit Talker does work. It works good. It's not as quick. I feel like there's a slight delay with Spirit Talker, but well, you guys have seen it. We've used it while walking through the cemetery, and it says names that were near. Kelsey and I pair it up, use the Necrophonic or the Sono, and see if we get similar responses. And we got similar, like the same names on there. So I think that was really good. See, my husband would love to have that orange chair too. It's a computer room, I tell you him, not in the living room. Yeah, you sound like Kelsey now. You trying to tell me to steal a chair? You wouldn't have it in your living room, Miss Sherry. Josh and some friends have a good night. My eyes are cooperating right now. Hey, Miss Susan, thank you so much for stopping in. And thank you for all your kind comments. We really appreciate you. Take it easy down there. And good night to you, ma'am. Sorry I have to say the chair is ugly. I know it's ugly, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable. You got to just go to your local Hampton Inn, ask if you can test out the orange chair, and see for yourself. Let's see, image goes to is called Sear. It generates AI images. What goes say to it? Hmm. You think it's? Do you think it's pretty legit though, Miss Lazaria? Yes, I heard clicking noise. Yeah, okay, you heard that. See, here's my thing. Sometimes I hear responses because I have headphones in, so I'll hear little things. But then when I listen to it, when it uploads on YouTube, I'm watching it. Then I'm like, oh, I heard that with the headphones on, but it wasn't as clear without the headphones. But I mean, it was there, so I put it on the screen. It's their words. But yeah, I hear that I have that issue where I'm like, oh, was that singing? And then I hear it on the screen, and I didn't hear it on the screen on the TV. Let's see, Crim. Kansas City, red and yellow. Orange and blue, Chicago Bears. Is that where you're at, Miss Gloria? Chicago? Texans. Huh? No Cowboys, Soul Seeker? Kansas City. Not all the time, only a few times. I watched Paranormal Quest use it. Like 25% it had connection to what they were investigating. That is interesting. Hmm. I wouldn't mind trying that with some of the spirits that we're familiar with. You know what I mean? The ones that know who we are and always very friendly, or that we know some of their history or background. Test it out and see if it would work. Yes, headphones do make a difference for sure. I always now listen to your and Dalen's sessions with headphones. Yeah, it could be a little loud sometimes, but definitely if you can listen with headphones, because you guys might miss a few like we've had dogs barking before, um, little things like that you might miss. Chains, we heard chains, heard boots walking. Thank you, Brandy. Cowboys are already elementary for the next year's playoffs. Do you think they might get old Dion over there, Seth? Imagine if Willie shows an orphanage. That would be wild. Yeah, or what would little Thomas? What would he put on there? Y'all notice he when he's around he calls me buddy. He calls me buddy all the time. That's pretty neat. Let's see. I believe that because concentrated and isolated than in an open area like TV and room. Yeah. Yep. No, he's getting good money in Colorado. I know, but I don't know, man. I don't. It wouldn't be a good fit. He's a he goes from young men to grown men with a lot of money. That's a different ball game. Chat about food. We chat about sport. I'm sorry, Lazaria. Sorry. I'll get off on. I'll better not talk about football, especially college football. I'll be here all night. Don't worry. I won't make it a football conversation. When you visit your gravesite walkthrough, that's when headphones are a must. Yes, definitely. I'm working on the. If you guys, I said it the other day in the live, but I'm slowly working on that video. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm still working on it. Just that's a lot of live to listen to. Young men can be molded by a man such as Dion. Yep, that's what I'm saying. These young guys, I think it's great in college. I think he's great. I think he should stay in college. I'm just saying that kind of coaching, his style. I don't know if it'd work with a locker room full of grown men. How about y'all to Hurricane Mills and do Loretta Lynn? Yeah, yep, she's on the list for sure. We got a few. I'd like to do Johnny Cash, June Carter. They're buried right next to each other. So we're just kind of focusing on these kind of conversations with an more of an intent, like not forgotten or the cold cases, things like that. We've been kind of focusing on that. I don't know, just kind of feel a pull to do that, but it's still fun to do just random conversation. So we definitely want to talk to Loretta Lynn. And I don't know if did you see the Patsy Cline video that who said that? Was it Soul Seeker? Let's see. Her, yeah. Did you see Patsy Cline Soul Seeker? Did you see the part where we mentioned Loretta Lynn and then another lady comes in and says, hey, or she said something, and we're like, what? That could be her. Yeah, Patsy Cline I just love Patsy Cline. You want to hear something crazy? So we have that Sirius radio, FM radio. And Kelsey and I are big country music fans, like older country though. Not a lot of the new stuff. A few of them, but not a lot. And if we have that station on, I mean, it's probably a coincidence, but every single time we're driving to a cemetery to film and that station's on, Patsy Cline comes on every time. And it's probably a coincidence, but it's a neat little connection. I started it to help my mom fill out her family tree. It's growing. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. You have a big family, Lazaria? It's a message. It could be. Maybe she's saying hi. She's saying thanks for talking or something. I don't know. She was very kind, very sweet to us. Sweet spirit. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure when the other folks came in, I'm pretty sure there was an enslaved possibly. Um, a lot of folks came in to talk and needed help and asked for help, and it was when we were talking to Patsy, if y'all remember that. It kind of felt like Patsy was like sending them to us, because we would be talking to her, and then it just felt like she was like saying, go to them. I don't know, it could have been Mary Ellen, but it was a female voice. It sounded like the voice when Patsy was going back and forth. And yeah, she would say, they're good, they help, things like that. So I don't know. I just kind of felt like Patsy might have helped out a little bit on that. Enjoy the series. Good, Lazaria. I'm glad you are. We're going to keep this one going for a little while. So we got plenty of not forgotten episodes for sure. Um, and then I think we'll probably take a little break from that series, and maybe do some other videos, and then maybe get back to it. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to do maybe like a second season eventually of this little series, I guess. Yes, Conway would be great. Oh yeah. Yeah. Conway Twitty, is that who you talking about? Yeah, Conway Twitty. I loved old Conway Twitty. I grew up listening to him. As a kid, I could sing all his songs. My grandpa loved Conway Twitty. And what's the other guy? What was his name? Mickey Gilley. He was good. Let's see. Dad's full Norwegian, so we could do a lot of Norway folks in my tree. The names are cool to see. Like, how do you pronounce that? Joe Haynes? Did I say that right, Lazaria? Joe Haynes? That would be neat. So, speak to somebody in Norway. It'd be interesting if you and Custer last stand. Oh yeah, okay. Miss Susan. Custer. That would be interesting. George Jones. Yeah, I'd talk to George. Ask him if he ate that chicken. He did. Did you eat Patsy's chicken, George? No, Show Jones. I wonder where old Johnny. Sorry, I'm trying to go back up. I get to talking and I lose. Kelsey say I'll talk to my shadow if I by myself. My mother used to work for Loretta. Oh no, I think you told me that. I'm pretty sure you told me that in an email, Soul Seeker. But that is neat. Yes, these series. I love Patsy Cline, Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson would be good. Yeah, well, Merle. Sometimes it's hard to, me. I'll try to search. Yeah, I don't. You pull out the info like that. Wonder where old Johnny Paycheck is resting. That's a good question. I don't know. Started to help my mom fill in our family tree. Oh, okay, I already read that. I'm out of order. I'm sorry. Be great. Da, da, da. You used to work at Gillies in Pasadena. That's neat. He got one, the big one in Texas, right? I do think that the spirits help each other. No, fellow spirits need help. I do too, Miss Sherry. My bet is that there's a lot of kindness of humans to human, and I could see, yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, we know the kindness, the good news don't. It ain't popular here, but uh, I think on the other side for sure. I think it's way more peaceful than people think. I really do. Like old Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys. You talking about all the legends there, Seth. Don't get me on country. I talk country music all day. Old country. I like 90s country too. That's good, but I do like the old stuff. It's pronounced Hans. Johans, Josh, not spelled like that. LOL. Did I miss one with Hans? There's a lot of humans. I could be the same. I talk to higher level. Yeah, I talk a lot. Well, Kelsey and I lived in the neighborhood one time near the deaf and blind school, and so there was a lot of hearing impaired folks around. And I talked to everybody. And one night I'm out there just having a conversation with this old boy, and he looks at me and he starts signing, and I'm looking around like, I, like, is he dead? I thought, but he was trying to talk, and he kind of talked, but he was still signing. And then sometimes he would just stop talking, he would just sign. And I realized he was hearing impaired, and we had just moved to that neighborhood. And I remember telling Kelsey, like, man, like no one here will talk to you. I don't get it. And then I figured it out. It was because we were at the hearing impaired area, and they didn't know what I was saying. I couldn't. I don't sign, so it was a little difficult to speak. But I'd hang out with this guy sometimes, and he could know a little bit what I was saying by reading my lips. But half the time, I did not know what he was talking about. We became kind of friends, and I'd go down there and talk to him. And when you work the graveyard shifts and everybody's asleep, you make some interesting friends at night. Pronounce. Oh, I see what you're saying. Johannes is pronounced. Okay, Johannes. I did not know that. Thank y'all. Sometimes they can read lips. Yes, yes. He could understand me some by reading lips, but we would just hang out. I really did. He'd point at stuff. He'd write stuff down. I kept a little pen in my pocket, and he would just write stuff down. If there's sports, I have to be there with Josh and Seth. Yeah, there you go. Kelsey will be there with you too. She loves football. We like softball, college softball too. Go Sooners. Best in the land. All my relatives from Germany were named. Oh, okay, nice. That's neat, Terry. Somebody from Belgium's in here. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We sure appreciate you. We got nothing special going on tonight. We're just hanging out, shooting the breeze. I'm in a hotel. See, me too. That's cool, Josh. Boomer Sooners. That's right, Seth. I would know because I was 73% deaf, then got surgery now. Well, 125%. Why? Okay. You know what, Lazari? You know the implant surgery where they put that little device, they implant it here, like above your ear. It goes in. My grandpa has it done on both sides because he was in Vietnam and he lost a lot of hearing. But for some reason, he still has that TV up way high. He can hear better, but he still likes it loud. Is that Christian name, Jay Marie? Jay Marie, what if you don't mind? And I hope I said your name right. What's it? What time is it over there right now? Is it night or day? I'm not sure our time difference. And then I'm curious, how did you find our channel? Are you subscribed to Graveyard Shift, or did you just come across your feed there? 8 a.m. You're an early bird, huh? You starting your morning anywhere south? It's like coffee. Just kidding. Set way too high. I feel like the town below can hear it. You're like, oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I got this one. I know I got a lot of hats, y'all. I'm a hat guy, if y'all can't tell. Thank you, Lazaria. Yes, I follow you. I follow Dave. Okay, cool. We're so happy to have you over here. Did you get a chance to watch our video? I guess it'd have been last night. Well, yeah, because it's 1 a.m. here, so. Did you get a chance to watch the latest video? And thanks for following us, by the way. Josh and Kelsey, coffee talk with spirits. Neat idea. I just had it. Yeah, wake up early, do some talking to spirits. That might be a good idea, Seth. Nice, good. So, what do you think about that? Are you enjoying these type of videos, Jay Marie? Am I saying your name right, Marie? Jay Marie, Mary? Hopefully, I didn't mess it up. Seth, you drinking coffee right now? Oh, don't forget the donuts as well. Yep. Daylight Donuts, Seth. Daylight Donuts. Yeah, see, you know what's weird? I could drink coffee right now, and I could go to sleep. I'm a horrible sleeper as it is, so I wouldn't even play with it. But caffeine doesn't really get me going. I mean, I could drink it; it'll perk me up a little bit, but I could go to bed. I remember you guys did a. I remember when you guys did a shift. That was. Oh yeah, watching. You had your coffee and watching it. Cappuccino. I just do black, like just black coffee. I do that because my grandpa used to tell me when I was young. Because when I was a kid, I'd always get up. I had this little coffee. It was a little white cup and had these blue cowboys on it. When I was a little kid, I used to get up early with my pawpaw, my meemaw, and they drank coffee. But so my meemaw would pour me like a little bit of coffee, then put milk in there, and my grandpa would say, "Josh, you'll never be a man. You keep drinking that milk in your coffee. If you want to be a man, you got to drink black coffee. That'll make you a man." So ever since that day, I drink black coffee. I guess he was right. I grew up. Coffee don't do anything for me, but I love it. Yeah, I like the smell of coffee too. Here's the weird thing though. I can't drink it hot. It's got to be like cooled down. I do like cold coffee, and I know I'm gonna get some flack for that, but my I don't know what it is. I just can't do hot liquids. Okay, let me catch up here. Uh, my bedtime has been like 1 to 3:30. Me too, Lazaria. I quit. I had to change how I was editing. because I was doing some editing at night because I'm up anyways. I thought, well, I'll just knock it out. But then I realized it just gets me going. Next thing I know, it's 7 a.m. and I didn't sleep at all, and then I'm dragging. I can't do that. So I started not listening or not editing at night. Add some Kahlua and Bailey's Irish cream to your coffee. Yeah, yeah, Kelsey likes that Irish cream sometimes. I don't drink anymore, but I used to like the Baileys. My grandma used to drink it. Same way, Josh. I could drink coffee and sleep well. Yeah. Hazelnut creamer. My dad brewed it in the morning. I love that smell of hazelnut. Waking up to my grandmother as a kid brewing her coffee, silver. Oh, that's a good smell. That's one of those cherished smells. You just cherish it. Josh, do you eat soup? I can't do soup. I do chili, but I gotta let it cool down a little bit. Not cold or nothing, but I can't do hot liquids. I don't know. Since I was a kid, I just never been able to. It always hurts my stomach. And Kelsey used to think I was lying full of it. Well, then I ate some soup, and my stomach sounded like I swallowed a grizzly bear. And then she believed me. Oh, I like Bailey's too. Bailey's just has a good flavor. I used to like that. I'm in the same, Josh. Caffeine doesn't have the normal effect on me either. I could drink it one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Me too, Sherry. Just try to drink water in between drinking coffee to help your teeth. Oh, okay. Nice. I drink a lot of water. I always drink it. I think I drink water more than anything. Smells great, like when you first open a new can. Oh yeah, yeah, like old Folgers can. You pull it and that just hits you. I like Folgers. I can't tell the difference from Folgers to Starbucks. I really can't. Oh yeah, Folgers. Yeah. In Jacksonville, Florida, downtown Jacksonville. If you're on 95 and you pass the stadium and the big blue bridge and all that on 95, um, they got a big Maxwell coffee factory. So all day long that little section smells like coffee. I like driving through there. You need to try tortilla chip soup. Tortilla soup. It is so. Kelsey likes that. Yep, water is the best thirst. Yeah, I drink a lot of water. I like some juices too, but if it's real sugary, I don't care for it. Good night, Josh and family. I'm calling it. All right. As my grandpa would say, it's time to pee on the fire and call the dog because we're heading to bed. That's what he used to say. I don't know. Good night, Miss Brandy. Thanks for stopping by. I always enjoy you stopping by and talking to us. Have a good night. My husband drinks a brand called Chock full of nuts. Okay. Is it like a special flavor or something? It's not the one that the monkeys eat and then they get it out after they pass it. It's like an expensive coffee bean or something. I'll pass on that coffee, by the way. No good Mexican food up here. Oh yeah, is it not a? What's the up there where you're at, Miss Terry? What's the most popular type of food you'd see? Like if Mexican's not big, like is Italian good or big up there? Kelsey and I found a new Thai place nearby yesterday, and we ate there last night. That was good. Just regular coffee. Okay. You guys ever do a French press? That's good. We got a wedding gift of a French press, like I guess 15 years ago, but 14 years ago. Anyways, we still got it. We like to use that sometimes. Those are good. We have a couple of Thai places. Okay. I noticed several different types of Asian restaurants when we were up in California and Oregon, like that Northern California, Southern Oregon, coastal Oregon. We try to branch out Chinese, Thai, Indian, Italian, Mexican, etc. Yeah, we do too. We're not big Indian food fans. There's not a whole lot of Indian restaurants where we're at. A lot of Mexican though, a lot of Italian, barbecue. Of course, I could eat pizza every day. I really could. And barbecue, I love barbecue. Do you live in California? No, I live in Kentucky. Miss Lazaria's out there in California though, and Miss Krim. Italian food is big in Rhode Island. Many Italian restaurants, very good food. Well, hey, let's see, Jay Marie, and I missed that when I asked you if I said your name right. I think I missed your response there. But I got a question. In is Belgium waffles? Did they start there, or is that just something that Americans made up with the Belgian waffles? See, barbecue, deep dish, meat lovers, pizza right out of a oven. Barbecue meat lover. I've never done a barbecue pizza before. I've had a smoked pizza. That was good. You got a few Thai places in Texas where you're at. You ever go to Fredericksburg, Soul Seeker? I love that town. Bay Area Queens. Yeah, there's a few Bay Area gals in here. San Diego. Okay. That's where you're from, Miss Terry? That's where you're, I guess, from? Like, I know you don't live there now, but is that where you grew up? Rhode Island was big on the mafia, probably. Why? Rhode Island. I'd like to go to Rhode Island. I want to hit that area. The like Vermont, Rhode Island, that area. That'd be cool. But first, I gotta go see our peeps up there in Michigan and Pennsylvania. There's several folks from Michigan that follow us. It's great. We might just have to do one big old hangout up there sometime. I think Pennsylvania too. Uh, Catfish, yes, Soul Seeker, love me catfish. We eat them with cream and strawberry. Okay, we do too. So it's not just a crazy American thing. Hey, we'll just name this Belgium because why not? It's an actual, like a breakfast over there. Okay, that's neat. Come on over. I'm in Mass, next state over. Oh, yeah, that's right. As long as you take me to Boston. I always wanted to go to Boston. I don't know why, but I always thought Boston was for like the major big cities in the Northeast. I thought Boston would be a neat one to check out. Oh, J. Marie, it does sound heavenly. I might go to the Waffle House right now just to go eat one. Just kidding, but I'd like to. Maybe tomorrow. And we'll blame it on J. Marie because she talked about these wonderful Belgian waffles. Me too, Seth. Come on over. Okay. Hey, Megan, how you doing? I used to live in California as well. Vista, north of. We have some friends that live in the San Marco area in San Diego. It's good to see you, Megan. He's from Rhode. Oh, I didn't know I thought he was from up like Boston or Massachusetts area. Okay, that makes sense. They have some old cemeteries up there. So Massachusetts. In Belgium, we don't put cinnamon on waffles. Okay, I've had. I don't know if I've had cinnamon on waffles. I've had on French toast, but I prefer like you do it with the strawberry and cream. Except we'd have a little cheese grits on the side down here, but I worked in San Marco. Great to see you too. Fried okra. Come on, Seth. You gonna. I know what you're doing, buddy. You're trying to get me hungry. With my catfish, Seth grilled cheese. Hey, look, we should all take a trip to Seth's house. And he's gonna make his grilled cheese. And then we'll go to Belgium. Maybe we'll get some Belgian waffles. Try it. Or hot chocolate. It's delicious. Oh yeah, I like hot chocolate. Well, mediocre chocolate. Lukewarm chocolate. I, let me ask you guys something. This is random, by the way, but y'all talking about breakfast. Do you guys think that IHOP is way overrated? Like it shouldn't be that popular. It's not good. Like I never went to IHOP and thought, "Oh, this is just great pancakes," or "I want to go to IHOP and get an omelet." I just never crossed my mind. I don't think it's that good. I like Cracker Barrel. That's right. IHOP is nasty. Yes, Joshua Dawson. He is still one of us. Who's the other shifter that is in Georgia like Dalen but not? Oh yeah, pancake is a pancake anywhere. What? Pancake is a pancake? Oh yeah. Listen, you got. Well, I don't know if you've had the pancakes at the Cracker Barrel. They're really good. But there's a place down here that has their pancakes are like that, and they're so fluffy. It's like a cloud. Put a little syrup on the cloud. That's heavenly. Oh, I like. I like IHOP. Ours is very good. Cracker Barrel is awesome. It is. It is awesome. They don't serve crackers there, but it's good. Best biscuits. I like their biscuits. Okay, Branson. I like Branson. That's a fun town. Kind of similar to Gatlinburg a little bit. Try local diners or cafes. Better service and quality food. Oh yeah. Especially them hole in the wall ones. Cook the pancake in bacon grease like my grandma. Oh yeah. Trisha, how you doing, Trisha? I just noticed you, so hopefully you just got in here. Okay, I think so. Trisha, you having a good night? Flopped. Flopped, I got that. Have you already traveled in Europe? Been to Ireland. That's the only place out of the country I've ever been is Ireland. We went there for a honeymoon. We were there for 2 weeks. We were going to go back in 2020, and then COVID happened. And then we were going to go in 2022, but I forget what happened. Something happened, and then we couldn't go. So We're trying to make it back to Ireland. I want to go to Scotland though. I love to go to Australia too. Blueberry pancakes. What's boring, Tricia? I must have missed something. Hill Country Cafe here in Kerrville has the best home cook. Well, we're going to have to check it out. I need you, Soul Seeker, I need you to take me to a barbecue restaurant, a good one. Good barbecue, Texas barbecue down there. We ate at one in Fredericksburg. It was good. It was like it was neat because it was like a Mexican slash barbecue, which is pretty common in Texas. I noticed. Let's see. Stuff. Here too. I have lots of family history in Scotland. Oh yeah. I always thought that'd be fun. I want to go to like the Scott what do they call it? Scottish games, I think, where they throw the logs and the stones and all that. That'd be cool. You guys do. You guys do have very old cemeteries. I want to go to. I want to go back. I remember seeing all beautiful cemeteries in Ireland. Green, beautiful. One even had sheep in it. That was cool. But that was before we were doing any of this. And it was my honeymoon, so we probably shouldn't be going to the cemetery. We almost didn't make it out of the honeymoon. We almost went off a cliff on a bus. It started pouring down rain, and we're in the Wicklow Mountains. And that's where they filmed Braveheart. So I wasn't. They thought they filmed them in Scotland, but it was cheaper to film the fighting scenes apparently in the Wicklow Mountains in Ireland. 'Cause it looks very similar. And we're in this big old bus, and it was like a tour bus. And the guy's looking through a little clear, like little spot like this in the big bus because the windows fogged up, his defroster broke. He's looking through this little gap and just driving through these mountains, roads. I mean, narrow. It was basically a one way, and you had cars coming around. And I just got up and said, "Excuse me, fella. I just got married. I ain't trying to go right now." You know what I'm saying? I just got married. And he's like, "Okay." He's like, looking at me like, "So? Like, what?" And I'm like, "So I think we need to wipe this window." And he said, "No, I'm good." I said, "No, I feel like I need to wipe the window for you." So I took my jacket off. The whole trip, it was about an hour up this mountain. I stood up there and just wiped the window because I'm like, I don't want to die today. I don't want to go off a bridge or mountain. All right, let's see. Speaking, you should go to old cemeteries there. I did student exchange in Australia in high school. Loved it there. Oh, I bet that was fun. I always wanted to do that. My dad didn't trust me though. He thought I'd get in trouble. And I played football, so I couldn't really do much. Buzzy's Barbecue is the best in Curve. All right, we're going to go to Buzzy's. Imagine the Celtic Gaelic. Wow, that'd be interesting, Lazaria. Here in Europe, we have Old Cemetery. I'm going back. I missed some. Trisha, I would be very cool to be in a session in a cemetery. Yes, that would be awesome. Especially with sheep, just sheep walking around. It'd be like Reginald the Rooster when we did that one in Florida with the pet rooster. Had like a cemetery rooster. That was neat. Weekend in Ireland. It was beautiful though. Very friendly people in Ireland. Well, we made so many friends there. We would just get off of. We'd take the city bus. We'd get a bus pass for like €10. You'd get a bus pass, and we get on a bus, and we would, because there you can take the bus for an hour, a couple hours outside the town. Their bus stops go and go and go. We would go for like 2 hours and just get off at some random stop in the middle of Ireland, middle of nowhere, and just walk through the little towns. And we go into the pubs and restaurants and all the little, the little shops, like little antique shops. That was fun. I want to see Ireland with my own eyes before I shuffle into the mortal cool. Be very cool to the session there. How nice of you. You probably saved. Yeah, I probably did. It was a fun time, but that part was a little nerve wracking. But I would live in the Wicklow Mountains. The air there, when you breathe, it just feels. It's like a sweetness to the air. I know that sounds crazy, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've been to like a high mountain elevation and you just breathe in and get that fresh air. Has anyone ever followed you home? No, not that we know of. Well, we're pretty strict on the following us home, putting up boundaries. We're pretty thorough with that, but no, we haven't had anything like that happen, thankfully. Um, but yeah, if they do, they don't say nothing. Josh, you probably saved the lives of everyone on that bus. Possibly. Yeah, I've seen some of those channels with old cemeteries. Yeah, like the ones that go back like the 1600s. That's incredible. Wonder what the oldest cemetery is. Lazaria might know that one. Yeah, I've seen some of they get EVP sometimes. Sounds like an amazing adventure. In the I want to find one in the Asian area, flogging their cemeteries and maybe ghosts. But those, yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know if I've ever met an Asian ghost. That'd be cool. Want to get your way from pollution? Yeah, definitely. You know, all these really, it's such a cool family. It's like we're sitting around a campfire. That's right. Campfire. I won't make a fire in here though, Seth. They might lock me up. You know, this is, let's see, I picture the Grudge of a lady from the Ring movie. Oh, I didn't like the Grudge. So we don't really watch scary movies because Kelsey has night terrors. She'll just scream randomly in the middle of the night. Since she was a kid, and so her dad was like, "Nah, we're not gonna do scary movies." So he would never let her watch scary movies because she would scream. And then we got married. She still screamed. And I'm like, "Oh, we ain't doing scary movies." Which dates back to 1500 and 1400 years ago, 1,000 years ago. It served as a resting place for at least 30. Wow, that's incredible. Lazaria, that's incredible. Don't watch the Lazaria, that's so cool. See, you have already to speak to great people of the history, like Tauta Hank, Napoleon. Yeah, you mean like no, yeah, like Napoleon or something. No, we've talked to a lot of we've talked to several Revolutionary War um, soldiers and some American pioneers, um, but like a Napoleon type figure. No, we've never done that, but I would definitely would. See, I like scary movies, just not The Grudge. So you outgrew your night terrors. She doesn't do it as much anymore, but she if she watches something like that. She used to watch Criminal Minds, and I'd work at night, right? So I'd be working, and I'd get a call or a text like, "It's freaking me out. The show's freaking me out." I'd say, "Quit watching it," and she would get a little paranoid. We lived way out in the country, so made it a little creepier. And we had this horse. That was a Shetland pony, and he used to come up next to the window and scratch his head on the side of the window on the side of the house, and he would knock on the back porch with his hoof because he wanted carrots. And he would do that at like 1 in the morning, and it'd wake her up, scare her, you know. Let's see. Mother has passed away. I forgot to say that. I got ready in bed. The husband woke up and said, I just had a dream about your mom, and she was taking the trash. But put it down and gave me a big hug. It felt so, wow. Wow, that's neat, Tricia. And she had passed away. Wow. She's coming to say hi, letting y'all know she's hanging out. Miss Sonia. How you doing, Miss Sonia? Tricia. I hope you're doing well, Miss Sonia. If you don't mind, what state are you from, Sonia? What do you think about the drones in New Jersey? I think it's it's wild. I I don't know. I'm gonna keep my opinions. I I just don't want to cause any, you know. Y'all know what I'm saying. This day and age, you gotta be careful. But no, I think it's wild. It's definitely interesting. What do you, Terry may have happened only a week or so ago. I dreamed my husband got shot. I screamed so loud, he said. He said I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. That's a scary dream. Thank you, Miss Sonia. We're just hanging out. Nothing exciting, just me tonight. I'm traveling, so by myself. Were you affected by the fire, Sonia? I hope not. That's a rough deal. Tricia, I'm so sorry to hear that. My prayers are with you. Tricia, did your mom pass recently, or has it been a while? I used to have soldiers with the bayonets under the what? Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I wouldn't like that, Derry. Same with the neighborhood in my dream. I know it was my street, but it looks different. Wow. I used to have dreams where I was on my grandparents' farm. Thanks, John, and everyone. She passed in 2016. Okay. Do you do you talk to her, or do you feel like she communicates with you, Tricia? Oh, night terrors. Okay. I thought you meant like ghost under your bed, like with bayonets. No, Josh, thank you. I'm about 8 hours away. I pray for everyone down south. Yes, ma'am, me too. So you're like Northern California. Are you like towards like Humboldt County? I like that place. We stayed there a couple times. It's nice. We stayed in Trinidad, if y'all know where Trinidad's at. Funny story. We're in California. It's like, what was it, September? I think it was around September, 2 years ago. And we're in this restaurant, and you get your food to go, and you sit outside, like a picnic almost. Well, we're in there getting food. I'm talking, and all of a sudden, this lady from across this restaurant starts running. She's like jogging towards me. She's like, I know that voice. And I'm like, what? You know my voice? She's like, yeah, I know that accent. And she said, you're from the South too. Well, she was from North Georgia. And so she was like, it's so damn, I've been here for 2 weeks, and you're the first Southerner I've heard here. It was kind of funny. We are helping Josh become tired, but we started the food talk, the sports talk, now movies and dream talk. I know it. We're all over the place. We're a mess, Lazari. We're just an organized or unorganized mess, I guess. Treasure, I'm pretty sure. The cat sees ghosts. Sometimes mine does. Wow. See, that's funny. Have you experienced sleep paralysis? It's something else. I knew what was happening, so it didn't scare me, but it was off-putting. I don't think I've ever, I don't think I've ever had that. Is that where you're like paralyzed, Megan? Yes, near San Francisco, on one side and Sacramento on the other side. I'm on the river delta. Nice. You know what? We did this. We drove from San Francisco and did that. Was it historic Highway 1, I guess, up the coast? That was the coolest. That was the coolest drive. You could only drive at like 20 mile an hour most of the way, but it was cool. We stopped at little diners and got coffee, and that was a fun little road trip. Anyone see the last episode about the New Jersey UFO drones from Project Fear? Dakota shares some videos of a girl's post showing a UFO changing. Yeah, that drone stuff, that's wild. I don't know what to think about it. Yes, you see disturbing things in the room with you. Wow, so you see things? Wow, I've heard of it. I didn't know you saw things. Now shape shifting, I've actually seen that from a distance. That's a scary thing. That that goes along with some of the Native American things I want to learn more about, because I did witness something like that. It was unnerving. No, Lazaria, not watching me, huh? I don't want to either. Saw Vitch from Dakota. They were wild. He had some no one else had ever showed. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss nothing here. No, I haven't thought about asking Spirit. I just saw that, Jay Marie. Should ask him about the drones. I've woke seeing 1,000 spiders on the ceiling on nothing. Wow. Since we're talking about this, do you think deja vu, like, do you guys experience that? Because I experience it. I feel like I experience it a lot. Yeah, I'm part Navajo, and my mom said when younger she was followed by an entity alongside the station wagon. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah. So one time we went to a wedding on a plantation in South Carolina. It was the same plantation the Patriot movie with Mel Gibson. It's the same one that was filmed. And we stayed the night in the house. The one that caught on fire, they showed it catching on fire. And we found out it was actually a fake. They built like a fake house in front of it. It looked just like it, and that's what was on fire. But we stayed the night in that house. That was interesting. Um, Slept in Mel Gibson where he was at. But leaving that place, it's an old plantation, long dirt road, and on your way in and out on that dirt road, it's old slave quarters, the old homes they lived in. They're still there, and we're driving past that, and my dad he was trying to scare us. He was telling us about a documentary about ghosts walking through that particular location at that plantation, because it was a popular war there, fought there, a battle. And he was telling us like people see soldiers walking up the road and everything. Well, he's telling us this, and right when he's telling us that, a snow white owl, the wingspan covered the road, flew right into the windshield, and then just gone, just disappeared. Like we should have hit it, but we didn't hit anything. So that was wild. see here. No, I can't do spiders. When my mom was deceased in my house, the radio was on. I heard, beat my heart 3 times. It was a wonderful message. Wow, that's incredible, J. Marie. Oh, Seth the Patriot. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I like Mel Gibson. He's good. Creep me out so bad. Kelsey don't do no spiders either. Normally we advise to be cautious doing spirit box at home. You might hear from the unexpected. Yeah. Let's see. My husband. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Sonia. I was just reading that comment you put about your husband. I hate to hear that. But I actually did a spirit box session for the first time. Okay. Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. Someone, I don't know if they're in here, but they recently told us they lost their husband last weekend. I thought that person was in here. I just didn't want to say anything. Where'd she go? Is she still in here? Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't her. But yeah, that's tough. But at least you know he's with you and his family. He's in peace. So you're never alone. Never. Nice and thoughts and seeing them on screen or song. How'd you like doing that? We were just talking about that earlier, Tricia. We were talking about the app. Was it GhostTube app? I think. Lazaria was saying it does the pictures. Miss Sherry, you hitting the. Oh no, that's good night, Soul Seeker. Somebody's hitting the hay. Oh, there she is. Good night, Soul Seeker. Have a good weekend. We love you too. We advise I'm going to have to go to family. It's almost 3 a.m. here. Blessings. Okay, good night, Miss Sherry. Yeah, I'll be getting off here soon. I'm getting tired. You can probably see my eyes. They're burning. You get my beauty sleep. Just kidding. Do better, but I always feel like I had to, Lazaria. Yeah, if you feel it, you got to do it. I mean, if you felt like you're comfortable doing that, for sure, do it. It's 12:40. Are you on the West Coast too, I guess? Tricia? Were you in Oregon, I think, right? Grandparents both passed in their bedroom. Aunt owns the home, but if I ever visit, I gotta attempt to reach them. Yeah, but you could also maybe even try it without being there, you know? You could probably talk to them outside on the. This is how we go to a park and talk to people, without being where they passed or their headstone. So you might be able to get a hold of them, Lazaria. Lazaria, you ever bring your cat with you whenever you do spirit box sessions? Utah, that's right. You have a. I know this is weird, but do you have a bakery? Because I'm pretty sure there's someone. I thought her name was Trisha, and she also had a screen name that said something about bakery. I'm pretty sure that's you, but I've been wrong a lot in my life. It's 2:40 a.m. in Michigan. You go. Did you get a lot of snow, Joanna? It's 9 here in Belgium. I'm going to see my sister. Well, good. Have a good visit with your sister, and bless you too, ma'am. We appreciate your support. Thanks for stopping by. And now I'm going to eat a waffle tomorrow, just in your honor. I think I'm going to go get me a Belgian waffle. Have a good day. Oh, she's indoor only. Plus, I haven't done a spirit talk yet. Okay, I thought I saw a video that you're saying good morning to the spirits or something. I couldn't remember that. No names about bakery. Well, I was wrong again. I'm sorry. But the lady is, I thought she was in Utah. She might be in Oregon. I'm pretty sure her name was Tricia. But Utah, I bet that's a beautiful place. I want to go to Lake Tahoe. I think that'd be neat. Like the Dugway. Dugway? Where's that at? Let's see. What are you talking about? Is that in California, Terry? Dugway? Oh, okay. I think the most middle of nowhere I've ever been, and I've lived around the woods and hollers and hills most of my life, but the most middle of nowhere I've ever been was in New Mexico on this little trail road, side road, off the beaten path, and you're looking around and like there was old gold mining shacks. Uh, there was all kinds of stuff, but it was neat. It was so neat. It was just quiet. It just felt so, I don't know. It felt so quiet. It was almost loud, if that makes any sense. Like you was out there. That was fun though. I had a video of me asking spirits. Yes, that's it. Yep. Yeah, that's the one I saw, Lazaria. Lake Tahoe is beautiful. You should go. Been there many times. Oh, I love to go. Miss Joanne, are you near the college in Michigan? We walked on that campus. That's a beautiful. Michigan has a beautiful campus. I'd love to rent a houseboat and go out and stay a week on one of those big lakes. So that'd be cool. Well, you guys got big lakes up there though, don't you? Nice ones, the Great Lakes near Michigan. What's I got a question, Miss Joanna. What's that real nice area? People travel there. It's in Michigan. It's like you bike, like they have there's no cars, I believe, and you just bike everywhere. Something Spavino Island or something island. Kelsey wants to go there. I didn't even know about it, but she showed me all these pictures, and I guess her sister went and she loved it. I would love to rent a houseboat. I read that. Tahoe has the glass bottom boats. You can watch everything. That'd be neat. Mackinac, yeah, that one. Mackinac Island, Mackinac or Mackinac. Is there more than one? It is haunted? Okay, we'll have to go. Are you near that island, Miss Joanna? Have you been there, Megan? Perfect a trip for scenic views on. Yeah, definitely. What is it with haunted islands? I don't know. I feel like every island is haunted. You know what I've thought about doing, y'all? I've thought about, because we used to go to Disney World a lot, and you hear stuff about Disney World, and well, I know some things about Disney World. Talking, I know a couple people that were in law enforcement that would work there, security, and they do extra, details. They were telling me about there's a lot of stuff that happens that you just don't hear about. Disney pays a lot of money to keep things off the interwebs for sure. Become there secluded and maybe the souls were lost. One thing I thought about is like, what if that location, a certain location, meant so much to them, like meant the world to them. Maybe they grew up going there or something, so they have like a peaceful memories with that location or an island or anywhere. Even homes, when they stay at homes, there's that attachment. They just don't want to leave. I wonder if that has something to do with it, with the islands. So I'm reading this Disney World. I mean, there was a time when we went there, and the week prior, someone had jumped off a balcony onto the train tracks, the Amtrak, and it's happened more than once. Now, you didn't hear about it on the news. I didn't hear about it on the news. We don't hear about a lot of things, but there's a kid that got attacked by the alligator, unfortunately, and it come out that he had drowned, and his parents were partying, and they weren't paying attention, and it wasn't a gator, but who knows? I don't know. Who knows the truth? That was a rumor for a while in Florida about what really happened, especially around Orlando, because a lot of the people that worked there had their own theories and stories, and you didn't know what to believe. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens at Disney that, I mean, think about how old Disney is, and you think about how many people are there every day. Then you think about all the hotel rooms and resorts. Things happen. You get people go there that are sick or elderly, especially out in the heat. They've had a lot of things happen that you just don't hear about. And so I've thought, well, it'd be kind of neat to do something like that there, but I have a feeling if I put that online, Disney is a big company, and I don't know if they'd like that too much. I heard that, Seth. Was he really, though? Was he really frozen? They say you can go visit his childhood home. I think it's in Springfield, Missouri. 8 or 10. So Kelsey and I had passes for about 10 years. And then in 2021, I mean, they pretty much doubled in prices. And we are like, well, now, I mean, it's not, you'd have to go once a month to make it worth it. And it got too expensive. So we gave up our passes. And now when we go down to Florida, we just go visit family. Spend time with her dad a lot. I have to don't mess with Disney. Yeah, we don't anymore. His spirit still walks at Disney World. Yeah, I'd say probably Disneyland for sure. That was kind of the first one. I don't think Disney World was built yet, was it? Which one? No, which one was first? Disney World or Disneyland? Was it Disney World maybe? That's true, Trisha. I don't mind doing car videos. I actually prefer it because it's quiet. You don't have to worry about people walking around you. Some people don't like to watch them in the car, but it's like, well, you're still getting the same responses. You can hear them better anyways, but I haven't been since I was in California resident. It was more affordable. Yeah. It's crazy. Even the park, if you got a car, even if you got a pass, you still got to pay to park. Now, something that is fun to do, if you want like to go to Disney and you want the Disney experience or the Disney magic, I guess you'd call it or whatever, You can go to the museum. You can go to the resorts and stay. Like sometimes Kelsey and I would go and stay like at one of the resorts and do the pool, and we could just go in the low time of year when it's not so crowded. It's a little cheaper, but then you're just paying for the resort and you don't have to pay to go to the park. You go to Disney Springs, that's free. They call it, I think they still call it Disney Springs, Downtown Disney or Disney Springs. You go there and it don't cost you nothing. You just take the bus from your resort to there. Then they got all the Disney stores and all the nice restaurants and everything, and that'd save you probably $1,000. Disneyland was first. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because I think Disney World opened not long, like before he passed, if I'm thinking right. Should shift in the car. Next video he did. Yeah, the car. I like the car. It was nice and warm in the car and still had a convo. Yeah, yeah. I heard Dogman and Chris video. I put a time mark on the comment. Okay. Yeah, Terry, think it might be his childhood dog. That would be awesome. I would love to meet my old dog one day. What's neat though is we've had dogs bark. We've mentioned dogs and talked about someone we're talking to's dog. Ask if they had a dog or ask about a pet that's buried there, and then you'd hear like a dog bark. We even heard a dog call there one time. Oh, the Patsy Cline video, we heard a dog call her. I think that dog is protecting him from. Yeah, could be. Definitely. Good night. It's 2 a.m., y'all. I think I better get ready for bed. We've been going for 132 minutes. I've literally been talking probably about a lot of nothing for 132 minutes. And I enjoyed every bit of it with y'all. So thank you for talking to me. See, and I've been talking the whole time, so then I keeps my mind off of eating something too late. You know what I mean? You guys are helping me out. Thank you, Miss Terry. Well, good night to y'all, and thanks for listening to me ramble. Hopefully, I didn't bore y'all. It's good though, just to get on here and talk a lot about nothing. All right. Well, good night. Bless y'all. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next live or video or whatever we do. At least Thursday will be a video, but if we can make it live, I should be back home to Kelsey on Tuesday, so I'll try to go live before then if I can. If not, y'all have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. How'd I get out of here? Good night, Josh. I want y'all to know, always love. Well, we love you too, buddy. And when I come through Oklahoma sometime, I'm gonna give you a holler. I'll come through your way, and we'll go eat some lunch. All right, y'all have a good one. There's the exit.